It's the Dino Wells Show. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Dino Wells Show. My next guest is the most outstanding young lady that's a pro wrestler.
She's
a kickboxer, training out of Elevate Gym of New Orleans.
Champion too now.
Miss Amaiya Jade.
Yeah.
Man,
what's up, everybody?
That's powerful, though. It's powerful. What got you interested in wrestling?
Okay, so I enjoy telling this story so much. I actually grew up, with wrestling. When I was like younger, like 5, 6, 7, 8, I hated wrestling. I was like, turn this stuff off. I can't stand it. I want to watch cartoons. And so when I was 11 years old, in 2005, Hurricane Katrina hit. And I moved to Texas, and that was pretty much all that was on television. And then I just started watching it every single day, and then I fell in love with it. So my grandfather, he pretty much got me into it. And so now I just can't get enough of it. Now I love it.
So converting over from boxing and kickboxing to wrestling, was that hard?
It wasn't hard. I actually started boxing because at the time I couldn't go to a training facility to train to do what I wanted to do. So I was just boxing and kickboxing just to keep my mind off of not being able to wrestle at the time. But it was a easy transition.
Now, you were holding your belt. You're a champion in kickboxing as well as in boxing. So is your goal to become a wrestling champion?
Yes, I was actually the first Southeastern women's champion. I don't have that belt anymore, but as far as becoming a champion, again, I'm actually looking forward to it. I just got to work my way up to the top.
Talking about the WWEs and all that stuff like that?
Yeah, that's my ultimate goal.
Is it hard to get into the WWE, or is this is it like the levels you have to go through to get to that top-notch level of wrestling?
I mean, the way I see it is now you can go on their website, I believe. There's an application where you send in your full resume. And then there's a facility in Orlando, I believe, where you can go to. So it's pretty much, you got to work your way there. But once you get there, that doesn't mean you made it. You still have to work hard and just have a standout character.
Speaking of working hard, what is your workout regimen?
Yes, I actually started boxing again. I've been slacking a little bit, but I go to New Orleans Boxing Club. Some days I box.
Chase Jixon, yay, Chase.
Some days I'll box, but then other days I'll just lift weights and get on the treadmill because when I'm boxing, I feel like I'm here boxing, but I want to wrestle. I want to go wrestle, but I'm using boxing to, just keep myself in shape because right now I'm not training wrestling at the moment. We in works with getting a ring and stuff, so I'm looking forward to actually getting back to training wrestling. So in the meantime, I'm a box. Hopefully, in my mind, I want to fight again. I would really love to have another boxing match or kickboxing match. I actually love fighting.
Well, that is awesome. I remember seeing you training at the Crescent City boxing gym when they had that extra ring on the side over there, that wrestling ring thing. Now I used to see you over there getting slammed on the ground. I'm like, what in the hell is she doing? I did not know you were wrestling at the time. I just remember you kickboxing with Spider and everybody. And I remember you kicking on the bag and everything, and then I'm over there hitting the bag, and I'm looking on why am I keep seeing you get slammed on the ground? I'm about to go there and beat this dude up in a minute. And then I go and I look and I was, oh, you wrestling. And that's when I found out that you was doing wrestling. I was like, wow. I thought the dude was mad at you and throwing you on the ground. I'm like, what is he doing? You know, but you was learning your techniques and your moves and stuff like that. I guess it takes a lot to get all those maneuvers and moves down pat, huh?
Yeah, it like one thing, like it like ticks me off because fans don't understand. They say, "Oh, all of this is fake and stuff," but they don't understand what we put our body through. Like it takes a lot to be able to take the amount of impact we endure. Like we get slammed, yes, we don't kill ourselves, but if a fan tries to body slam somebody, they're gonna get hurt. So it's not fake like people say it is. Like that stuff hurts. You don't stop being sore. You just get used to it. And, people say, oh, the wrestling ring has springs under it and stuff like that. I wish it did, but it's just all wood. And sometimes you'll get a ring where you got like a tad bit of pad. But for the most part, it's just you tolerate the pain. Like if it's something you really want to do, you learn how to tolerate it. It never stops hurting. You never stop being sore.
I remember this one match I saw online that you was wrestling this girl, and I think you hurt your shoulder or something afterwards. I think it was your shoulder. Was that a shoulder injury it was that you sustained from that match? I think you won the match, but your shoulder was all jacked up on it or something.
Let me see. I did have a shoulder injury, but I did get injured something else. Was it a German suplex video you saw?
It was something. It was one of those contests, and it was off the ropes. And I saw you came down the match. I think you got the match, but you just came up. You was in excruciating. I saw your face. I'm like, man, I know she's in super duper pain. Like, my goodness.
Yeah, I can't remember what match it was because I do jump off the top of the rope a couple of times in my matches. But that hurts when you jump. It hurts. So I can't remember which match it was, but I did injure my shoulder. I have to think about that, but it takes a lot for anybody with any move to jump off the top rope. It's either hit or miss.
How do you deal with those injuries? How do you deal with injuries? And does it, do your move feel like, I want to get back in there, I want to get back in there, work hard? I mean, does the injuries get you down, or do you stay focused?
It gets me down because, like, I was in sports my whole life. I played basketball, softball, ran track, stuff like that. And if I do get injured in wrestling, I make myself take a step back because wrestling, it takes a lot. If you hurt and you work through a bad injury, it will mess you up in long term. Which people, when I was at this place I was at in the past, and I got injured, they were like, "Oh, you got to work around the injury and stuff like that." But I understand, I know how to work around the injury, but the injury that I had, it was no way working around it. Like, I needed to rest that. So now I just accept the fact that when I do get hurt, I'm going to take a step back. Some people not going to like it, which I don't care. It's my body, not theirs. I'm looking to the long term, not temporary.
So that's awesome. So which contact sport is your favorite sport? Out of all the contact sports you done play, what is your ultimate favorite sport?
Okay, of course, pro wrestling is my dream. My favorite would be, because it's a mixture of wrestling and boxing, is the kickboxing. I think it's called Shandao kickboxing. That's my favorite, Shandao. Because not only are you boxing and kicking, you also do takedown. When I was spar Shandao kickboxing with Spider, he'll get somebody in there to spar with me. I used to enjoy German suplexing them, and it just reminds me of wrestling. So that's definitely one of my favorites, Shandao kickboxing.
Have you ever thought about getting into MMA?
I always wanted to do MMA. That was the original goal, but I didn't know where to go train for MMA, in the New Orleans area at the time. So that's how I started kickboxing. But I didn't know where the MMA training was. So I would love to do MMA as well.
Ronda Rousey and that Nunez girl got to look out now. My goodness, now I think Ronda Rousey is done though after that last behind whooping she took though.
Yeah, she just real quick, she just changed her style. She can change her style because of what the fans were saying. Oh, you need to learn how to box. you pretty much stick to what you know. If she was winning with the armbar, then continue to win with the armbar, no matter what anyone says. You got to get your W's any way you can.
Right, and she did not look like herself that last fight, that last match. She did not. I was like, what is she doing? And she just got mollywopped.
Yeah, she tried to box her.
Yep. I guess because she was like, oh, I think I could take on Mayweather. Come on, stop. Well, I know you have a comedic side about yourself, and you ever thought about getting into film or comedy? Because you are a funny individual at times, especially the videos you put, like the ones you tossing stuff, trying to toss in the garbage behind you. That's some funny stuff, yo. You ever think about doing comedy?
Actually, was in college. My major was theater, so like I did like a lot of monologues in school and stuff like that. I really enjoy acting and being a jokester and stuff. That's like my second favorite thing to do. So hopefully one day I'm able to do movies and comedy stuff because I do enjoy that. That is like so fun. I'm never on chill mode. I'm always messing with somebody, joking around. I'm never serious. So hopefully one day I'll be able to do that.
Well, you know that I'm a writer. I am a director. I am, I'm into the film biz. And, I'm going to keep that in mind because I like that. You are a very interesting and entertaining young lady, so that will happen. It will happen for you. You speak it, it's going to happen. Just remember
Definitely.
that. Speak it, it's going to happen. Now, who is your favorite wrestler?
Yes, my favorite old wrestlers are Jazz, Trish Stratus, Jacqueline, Lita. Those are my all-time favorites. My current favorite wrestler is Tamina Snuka. She's actually my role model. I really look up to her.
That's the one you got a picture with, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like you was a kid in the candy store when you had to take the picture with her. I'm like, my goodness, look how she cheesing, boy, cheesing cheek to cheek.
Yeah, that was an exciting moment because not that many people actually get to meet the person that they look up to.
Now, there's a female, another wrestler. I think she passed away not too long ago. What was her name?
Oh, you're talking about China?
Yeah, China. Is she on your list anywhere?
Man, China, she's definitely on that list. She's awesome. She, can wrestle men and women. She is like just one tough person. Like, you have to idolize that woman. That woman was great.
Rest in peace to China.
Yes.
What inspiration can you give any aspiring female or male wrestlers?
Yes, what I always tell people is always follow your heart, follow the direction you want to go to, because one person's way of success isn't always the one-way route to go. There's multiple ways where you can reach success. Just follow your own way. Don't let anyone tell you can't do it because you can. For years before I even started wrestling, people was laughing at me, telling me, oh, you're not going to wrestle. And so when I did start wrestling, I kept it a secret for a while. Just make sure you follow your dreams. If people put you down, watch videos of what you want to do. Watch wrestling videos, and it will keep you up. So just don't give up.
Most definitely. That's good to know. Good words of wisdom. So people, y'all youngins out there that want to wrestle, want to box, kickbox, act, sing, dance, whatever, don't let nothing stop you. Don't let nobody tell you not to do something. You just do it. Study. Always study and learn your craft. Now, is there a mister in your life? If so, how do you manage how do you manage that, your career and dealing with a relationship if you are in one?
Currently, I'm not in one, but there's actually someone I'm listening to. He's a wrestler, but I'm not going to say that name. But right now, like no one. I'm just focused on my career.
Well, that is what's up. Do you believe in like superstar relationships? Like you get one of those big superstar wrestlers that's single and y'all get together and y'all do y'all thing on a wrestling tip? You believe in stuff like that, like celebrity dating celebrities or whatever the case may be? Do you believe in that, or just have a regular person in your life that understands your goals and your dreams and just live life?
Yeah, I'm all for but at the same time, if someone registers a wrestler or just an ordinary person, you pretty much love who you love. So the person that I'm talking to now, if it works out, then wonderful. I hope it does. But if it's just some person that wants to do their own thing, I'm all for that as well. So, I mean, love could come at you at any time. You just never know.
Right. And what keeps you going every day? What keeps you motivated, pushing to keep going every day?
What keeps me motivated is failure. I say failure because when you fail, you don't want to put yourself down. You just want to get back up and try again. Like, no matter how many times something doesn't work out, it's not the end of the world. You just got to keep pushing, keep fighting, take new routes. There's not one way road to success. There's going to be obstacles, and that I understand. I've failed so many times. I've hit so many obstacles, but at the same time, wrestling is my passion, and I refuse to give up. I will fight by all means. How many times I fail, there's going to be a brighter day at some point.
Wow, that's powerful as well. So you've seen When the Bell Rings already, right?
Yeah, I loved it.
So
that gave me goosebumps.
That's the epitome of never giving up, failing, and you know, I sat failure in the face. You know, I went through what I went through in When the Bell Rings, and went through all that process in Spider, which was the best part of my comeback. You know, Spider, he's a great guy. You know, you train with Spider, you see the motivation and love that he gave. You know, so you know that's awesome. That's an awesome thing. I like seeing you do your thing. I want to see you continue to do great. I want to see you hold that belt up in the air. And I'm like, hey, she's awesome. She fought through it. She went through the trials and tribulations, and now she's world champion for the WWE, WWO, whatever I don't follow wrestling. My boys, my boys, they're wrestling heads. They know all. They play the video games. They watch the wrestling shows on TV, and they know all of the John Cena's and all of. They know all of the names. See, I used to follow wrestling back in the days, but I stopped after the Junkyard Dog days. You know, I didn't even watch wrestling no more after the Junkyard Dog days. You know, that's the old school wrestling. You know, when it started switching over, I just had to stop watching it. I don't know, just not saying, oh, it's fake and all that. No, I'm not going to say that. I mean, it is what it is, but at the same time, I love boxing. MMA, I'm starting to have a new respect for MMA, actually. I've been watching some MMA matches lately, and I was like, man, I kind of got a different respect for MMA now. And I believe MMA would be good for you as well, because of your heart, your desire, your willingness to kick somebody behind. Yeah, I think you would be a beast in that. We got to get you in some MMA gyms now. But
yeah, no.
Yes, indeed. So anything
I want to do it all, to be honest.
Oh, man, you want to do it all now, see? That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Well,
we're going to listen to a track called The Last Night Stand by Dino Wells, Dr. Treckenstein.
This your girl Amaiya Jade, the one that everybody want to get like but can't get like. I want you to check out the Dino Wells show because
You ever thought about turning pro as a professional boxer?
now I never thought about that. I don't think with wrestling, I don't think I would want to go pro in boxing. I just like being an amateur boxer.
Oh, okay. So that's awesome. You don't want to be a pro boxer, but you're going to dominate in the professional wrestling, and you hopefully will get crossover into the MMA area and do your thing in the
Yeah.
MMA. I'm going to see that, and I'm rooting for you. It was a pleasure having you on the show. You're awesome. Let's do it again sometime. Shout out your social media where your fans can contact you with.
Okay. If you would like to follow me, keep in touch with me, add me on Instagram and Twitter at Amaiya Jade. That's AMAIYAJADE.
All right. Well, it's a pleasure interviewing with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Much love to you. This is the Dino Wells Show, brought to you by Dino Wells. Special thank you to Amaiya Jade. Next week's guest will be internet sensation Princess Shaw. This is the track Thugs to Men by Dr. Trackenstein. Music Maker Jam. Dino Wells. You can catch the Dino Wells Show on Spreaker, Facebook fan page, as well as YouTube at Mr. Dino Wells.
find Dino Wells tracks on Dr. Trackenstein tracks on Music Maker Jam.